go. The first round between the Wild Bunch and Kazna crew. The Wild Bunch on the defense mojo. Kazna gonna be attacking, and where are they positioning the animal, the tiger?
Well, they have different ideas than me, what they want to do with it. So maybe they will lean it to the hangar or inside the hangar even.
No,
It's gonna be outside. He's gonna actually do the sniping part that usually the gorilla does. Interesting choice here by them, but I'm really surprised they actually do want to keep in that IS-4 on A6 position. So far, everyone that did it realized that you usually get hurt easily there. But no, Agorni is thankfully just leaving that, and he will be probably in that A5 position.
No, he's going back. He's
Oh
just
my
made a circle.
dear, why? That's really not a cool place to be in. I mean, it's so easily to counter him because once you position your tanks below him, you can just spam with HG. And if you have enough single shooters, and Kazna does, like 2-1-1-3s, you can just do it endlessly and you will never be in reload, unlike you would do it with the Clipper.
So how many HG do we think Haiba Eurofish have with him? Because Mr. Kera, he's in the Senti position. If you remember, perhaps some hellish tactics could come out here at this point, Mojo.
Well, I really hope they have at least 8 or 9 or 10, because they could and should, and then they can easily take out him or Agorni if he is on A6 and he again draw away from there.
Maybe Elian will reload an HG clip as well.
We've seen it happen by, I think, Hellraisers.
Wow.
Yeah, but like after he ended his clip, that was
they're
a
far
bit of
away
a problem.
now. They're far away now. They could do it.
Yeah, they could do it now easily. I mean, when Applewau did his clip on IS-4, it was a bit of a problem because their entire enemy team attacked.
A bit of a problem.
And he was like, whoops.
We'll have to see if Haiba does decide to spam HG at the IS-4, because we obviously know that if he doesn't, it is going to be hard to make those shots onto it. Now, looking for it. I think he just reloaded HG. Gonna make the peek here any second. But there's only 1-1-3. He has to be careful. I mean, Mr. Kella could just really outtrade him.
There is Ilian right below him. But really reluctant play here by Kazna so far. 2.5 minutes in, they're just spotting and dispersing all over the place.
I think Ilian just got hit by the Yak Tiger. 574? That has to be the Yak Tiger.
He did. And he is not even in the draw range of that Yak Tiger. Valdir just...
He's already reloaded.
Yeah, Valdir just guessed well, approximately where Ilian is and connected. So good for him, not so good for Ilian. Well, 3 minutes we are in the game. Kazna is still deciding where to go. Not the fastest game here. And I'm really looking forward to see will this Jag actually connect some more shells.
This Yak Tiger is such an animal, Mojo.
I like it. It's cool tank and it's actually historical vehicle. Don't be so kind of like, ah.
It just gets penetrated by everybody and everybody. I think Isne could penetrate him from the front.
You know what,
hands down.
He has those articles about vehicles sometimes. So they wrote one about Jag, and when it was used by Germans, of course, it actually managed to survive Allied bombing, and when they counted out, there was like 20 or 30 shells that were in him, and they didn't pen him.
Gorny here really taking a lot of damage, already dropping down to 840. Not the greatest positioning there for the IS-4, and Stefan from the hill should be able to close out the kill on that. We've seen that position being used before. I think it was Utopia there with Miloš in the E5. Now Stefan Mojo should kill him, really.
This is a really weak position for Agorni, and there is nothing he can do to hide from the opponents because he can angle the tank, but sooner or later they will find something to shoot.
I mean, the top of the turret is penetratable.
That's the biggest problem, but also the engine. And this is just a freebie by the Wild Bunch. Like, this position, no one uses it since you ended up playing tier 8. And when you had like IS-3s or T-32s there.
We saw Utopia use it, and even then it wasn't very successful at all.
No, you get wrecked every time.
Yeah, and that top of the turret from the IS-4 engine deck, top of the turret, everything is penetratable. It really, that was not good.
I mean, he would have any theoretical way to survive if Kazna was just on one side, but Kazna had 3 angles to shoot him. Look where Fishy is, look where Durz is, look where Stefan is on the top of the hill. So there was 3 guys that could shoot him no matter how he moves. And since the Wild Bunch has so immobile setup, like slow tanks, they can really not do anything about it. Like mounting a counter attack with this, it's not gonna happen.
Indeed. Now Kiki crosses back over. Valdir here didn't connect his first shot onto Durz. Can he connect the second though? Stefan now coming off the hill together with Isne. In the 1390, Valdir takes a shot, gets ammo wrecked. The Yak Tiger had to use his
Cheat
repair kit.
flies.
Huh?
Wrecking the Yak Tiger and panning him like that. Not fair.
Indeed, Mojo. Told you about it.
I know, but it's still, I don't feel good about it. Look at this whole... Come on, that should be like a gazillion armor point.
Wrecked. Durs wants to go for it again. Seemed like...
Poor Jack.
Now Fish moving down the 8 line. And Kazna here, slowly but surely taking a ton of map control. They still have Elian down in that position as well. Stefan does take a shot. Lands on Enduro and linear turn. And what is the plan here going to be for Kazna?
They're choking the Wild Bunch to death at the moment. So they're just looking where are the 57s actually positioned. If they realize they're split so much, they can easily cut off Valdir as example, or they can just press on Phenomenal and the guys. So it's just a matter of spotting and choice. Kazna takes their sweet time so they
could be in
wouldn't
trouble.
fall in some kind of trap. Yeah. Haiba there.
Haiba's in trouble. The T-57s, they were waiting there. They need to peek now. They need to take Haiba. He didn't suspect this one. Both T-57s are now starting to clip, and Haiba will be going down here any second. At minimal loss for the Wild Bunch. Yes, Eltrain takes a lot, but now there needs to be a reaction from Kazna crew. These 57s, their own reload. There needs to be a play. They need to take them down before anything else happens. And we can see Durs and Eurofish already closing in.
Vetso will do all 4 shells here, but that's not enough. There must be more of Kazna guys coming in, especially since there is a rotation from Wild Bunch coming from the 5 line. It's going to be a cluster fight here.
It is going to be a cluster as now Kiki comes around the corner as well and starts unloading these 57s. Phenomenal Eltrain. They're still alive. What is happening here? Durs is now the next focus, but now they're back on reload. Valdir is now coming in as well with the Yak Tiger, and Elian is going to be the next one to come in. 5 shells available. Eltrain on reload. Mr. Kella here, still a lot of HP, and what should have been an easy close for Kazna is now becoming very, very messy.
Need to ignore Mr. Kella completely and just deal with these Clippers first, and then Jack Tiger and Mr. Kella will be an easy picking even if there is like 2 guys from Kazna on 1 shot remaining then.
Vetso is here behind Valdir and that Yak Tiger.
Yeah, ramming Jack Tiger, good game.
Doesn't have a shot. Mr. Kella now getting pounced on by Stefan in that 50B. Takes an entire clip to the face as Kella might be able to kill Stefan, but there's still Isna behind him. Mr. Kella does kill Stefan. Vetso is ramming Valdir into the wreck. Should be able to pick him up here any second. First shot comes in. The second, it's Valdir down. Now it's all on to Mr. Kella, the last hope here for the Wild Bunch.
Oh man, like it's really a bummer when you play the TD and you get stuck like that between some obstacles.
That was still very, very messy from Kazna though.
Yeah, it was really, we already mentioned the... Oh dear. Elian just pushed Isne to die there. Eat a bullet, bro.
Elian picks it up and I will bring it to 1-0 for Kazna. But still, that closing, that was a lot more messy than it should have been. Haiba driving into the 5 line against those T-57s. And they survived like way too long.
After they took a Gorni for free like that, you would expect Kazna to be positioned more like that. I mean, Haiba was inspecting that alley there alone. And
you never go there alone.
And if there is a trap, what then? And there was a trap there. Like it's not something like the Wild Bunch just invented the hot water by putting people there. It was used and recycled many times over. An experienced guy like Haiba should know about it. And he should be prepared with several tanks behind him if there is a trouble. But there was no one.
Then Vetso came in, clipped on them. Then Durs came in, clipped on them. And they still weren't dead.
There was a lot of bouncing shots there for some reason. I mean, they were covering each other and wiggling and everything, but still, it doesn't really explain.
No, it
Not
doesn't.
the best performance at the moment.
No, and if Agorni made a massive misplay there though. If we're looking at it, I mean, that window position really doesn't work for the IS-4. It just doesn't have the turret to sustain that. Like,
whose misplay is it then? Like, we don't know who made the tactics from the Wild Bunch. And honestly, it's his mistake, because you don't put that tank there. It shows that you didn't think your options through when you placed the guy there. There was no one to cover him.
It was weird. Mojo, who's first in stats? Make a guess. Well, we're going to try again.
Maybe Vetso.
Vetso?
Maybe.
I think Stefan.
I think he did 3 clips.
I think Stefan.
Maybe Stefan also. Let's see. Ah, you were right.
Easy.
Ah.
I got something right. I mean, yes. Yeah, I mean, Thursday was just a bad day, Mojo. I mean, you know? It was just a bad day.
What was it? What was it? Thursday, I don't give a damn day?
Yeah,
Something
pretty
like
much.
Well, Stefan really doing almost 4k damage here. pretty nice there, followed by Vetso, but also there is some guys from Wild Bunch there, like phenomenal. Valdir doing 2.4k in that jag, that's pretty nice. Overall, much closer, better than it should ever come to.
Indeed. Don't know. It's just really weird how
And
how
look,
got so close.
Agorni, nothing. Zero, nothing, zilch.
Haiba only go.
Haiba actually did 900 damage, so maybe 2 high rolls he did actually.
Had to be 2 highlights.
Yeah, 2 high rolls.
High rolls. Let's quickly look at the highlights. God damn it. Mojo, you can run through here, Mr.
Well, this is Agorni being stuck there. He's trying to wiggle left and right and survive, but his position
1,
from the start
2.
is really bad. And he's in a crossfire
This
in
was a
front of him.
mistake.
It was a big mistake because you never go down that path alone.
And they're still alive at this point.
I mean, this is fairly small area where everyone fights, so the guys from 2-3 line, they do have time to arrive if you are not finishing your job quickly. And there was not enough of Kazna guys to just mob them up and just move on. So that was the issue also. This is actually the kill of the game for me.
Oh, poor Isna. Alien betrayal. Judas.
He just ruined like.
Feels bad, man.
Well, someone had to pay for all that fun, but still Kazna won the first game, so it's good for them.
He's still happy right now. Just wait till they lose the next 5.
Stuff happened,
Anything can happen.
of course. Like we've witnessed this more than once. Like now when, I don't know, Kazna is 3 tanks lead and 3000 damage or 4, I'm still keeping it cool. Everything can happen.
It's not Mines, Mojo, and KB is not in the league anymore.
Dude, after that Utopia match we've seen, like...
Well, you know in that Utopia match, 2 Bob 113s got Amorak.
no, when we watched Ding in the Utopia, if you remember, first one of the Utopia batchats was Amorek. We didn't see it. I had to recheck the stream. And then that last moment when Milos got Amorek, and then again Amorek, that was like the killing blow, really. Like you cannot really predict matches sometimes anymore.
Nope. But let's take a look at the lineups for the second round here already between these two. Mojo. Okay.
Fat lineup by the Valbanch in attack. Okay, I mean, with this, there is nothing you can play except the hill. We've been witnessing, if you remember from the previous seasons, Russian teams really like to play with a lot of TDs over the hill. This is one of those lineups. But...
I mean, Kazna is very light. There's 5 easy one-shots there. 113 is bannable.
Yeah.
Ice 4 is hard.
Yeah, but I don't know. These lineups, they can be easily shut off. That's the main issue. And they can certainly not rotate. So, example, if they manage to kill off the 1390 of the Wild Bunch early, it's pretty much over because none of these guys can actually take over that role.
Indeed. Now, this is very, very risky to bring this because these TDs, like you said, they can't rotate at all, Mojo. Now, you think it's going to be a hill play?
If it's not hill play, that is a ludicrous idea that I cannot even think about.
Let's find out what the Wild Bunch decide to go for in the second round here between these two. Kazna currently 1-0 over the Wild Bunch, and Mojo, the Wild Bunch, they seem to be going for that hill.
Well, I certainly hope so, because then otherwise I would be really senile here. But that's also doable. Let's see. I mean, usually the positioning is like you put an E3 on that B0 and you cover by FV TDs, then you press an E100 and 1390 on A7 position. Kazna is exactly predicting that, so that's why they're trying to stop them on their tracks. Maybe catch off Dudulinho early. And Isne is trying to make sure they're not doing some other shenanigans. That's why he's going so far here.
And the Wild Bunch, slowly but steady, getting onto the hill here. Slowly being the keyword. And Kazna already taking a fair amount of control so far. Fishy spotting the 8 line together with Isna. Durs having complete control over that bottom side over there. Ilya and Vetso Stefan in the 8 line and Haiba behind them.
The only really peculiar thing is Kazna here with all the clippers in this little alley. That can actually bounce against them.
Yep, because it's a lot of 50Bs.
And they are like really close,
and
so the shots would be easy.
And really dead as well, and they would go for it.
Yeah, and okay. I mean, this can get really messy. If Wild Bunch decides to play ultra aggressive on the B line, Kazna can be in a big trouble.
Gorny here will be the first one. Look around the corner, Fish and Gorny spot each other out. Fish lets the shell go, does not connect with that one. Doodlinho crossing over. Now Mr. Kella will be trying. Ooh, this could be bad.
Yeah, now Kella is giving the same present as Kazna did with Haiba, and he will be clipped because there is no one to help him here. Like, he went here all alone, and he will pay the price.
Look at the damage. Mr. Kella goes down towards Stefan, and that was great stuff here. But now, these 50 Bs, Eli and Stefan, they are on reload. If they want to make a play, it has to happen right now. Gorny is coming down, Doodlinho, L-Train from the other side, Valdir from one. Wherever you go, there's a British TD. Now, how much damage can they do? Eurofish lets off his shell. Stefan takes a lot. But Valdir should really hit Elian. Comes around the corner. Whoa! Big hit onto Elian. That's exactly what you want from that FPTD. Phenomenal goes down in return though. But they are going to be losing Vetso as Kiki comes around the corner. He's going to hit Stefan. Whoa!
Oh
Stefan
my god!
Gets deleted. There goes Vetso as well. And now it's actually looking okay for the Wild Bunch. But Isne is coming from behind here. He could do a lot onto a Gorny. Gorny needs at least one more shot, doesn't manage to connect it. Eurofish picks him up, and it's back in favor here for Kazna crew.
Isne actually saved the day there because, I mean, Fishy would not have enough alpha to finish off the E3, and E3 would delete him from the map. So that would be a pretty annoying situation for the Kazna, but at the moment, now they're sitting really well because, let's face it, Doodlinho in 1390 and that L-Train in E100, they cannot really do that much.
I mean, it looked pretty, but it's...
Oh, Fishy didn't pen the shell.
Isna here coming in for the Ram.
Messy.
L-Train picks up Eurofish. Durs picks up L-Train. Doodle now the last one standing. He goes down towards Durs as well. It will be 2-0 for Kazna. And perhaps if they didn't lose Mr. Kala there so early, that was very, very careless.
That was same as Kazna did it last time. Haiba went to check out what's going on and oh, they're here. Right.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, so like first thing, you lose a tank. That's the first and obvious.
But they lost Phenomenal there as well.
Yeah, second thing, what's bad, like they clipped and they are in reload. But still, there is the time between the reload and the ending of the reload is so gradually getting smaller. So those TDs, while they're still driving down, they're not doing the shots, they're just giving them a lot of time to recover, to Kazna guys. So by the time they killed one or two of them, one of them already had another clip.
Who's first in stats, Mojo?
He fired only one shot with a TD, so he can't. It must be one of the clippers.
I think it's Haiba.
You think?
What do you think?
I think
Maybe
one of
Haiba
the
or
50
Fish.
Bs. One of the 50 Bs of... Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, one of Fish. Wow.
I said Haiba or Fish, so I'm right. I mean...
Okay, I give you 50% of right.
Oh, come on.
It was
Come
a
on.
good pick also. Fishy did a really good damage there.
But Stefan there in that clipper also. Pretty good. Durs coming in. Not bad.
For 8 shots, for Bachat, really not bad. Did he amorek someone?
No. 5 shots is 2k.
Yeah, he can do it. But 2 kills,
Two
that's
kills.
why. He didn't miss the shell. Well, nice for him. Not so nice for Phenomenal, who didn't even fire a shell. Well, Mr.
He
Kella...
came around the corner and he died.
Yeah, Mr. Kella and Phenomenal didn't really do much for their team in this game.
I think they would still lose that with Fish and Haiba being alive on so much HP though. Because it'd be very hard to deal with the IS-4.
Well, mate, if Phenomenal
Isna
actually...
really did save the game though.
If Phenomenal managed to fire one shot, we would never know
Indeed.
where this game could go, even with Mr. Kella dying like that. Because that FV shot, I mean, if it's even 1k on someone, it could change the tide completely.
Indeed, but now 2-0 for Kazna, Mojo.
Yeah, so far it seems like an easy game. I mean, Wild Bunch is playing something like really radically slow and not really pretty for an eye.
No, indeed. And there was potential here for the Wild Bunch, but both rounds, really just giving away one tank for free. First the Gorny, now Mr. Kella. It's not the way forward.
Just one TD less, maybe it would be nice for them. Like having one Clipper or one more E100, whatever. You know, that would help quite a lot.
This is Mr. Kella here. Vetso never fired a shot, by the way, on them, on him.
Yes, he was holding the clip. And it was a good decision, honestly, because there was no need.
Here comes Phenomenal, comes around the corner, gets struck by Vetso. And then Haiba kills him. Good stuff. It was pretty how the FVTDs just made people disappear. Stefan here. Bye.
That's really wrecked. I expected Stefan will actually manage to come and do that
Here,
quickly.
isn't it saved Fish?
Yes, because Fishy would die there. I mean, he didn't have enough alpha to
I mean,
kill.
Durr still was full HP at that point, though, and so was Haiba.
That comes all again on that if Phenomenal did a shot, but that's big ifs, and this is reality. Reality is 2-0, and a pretty relatively easy game for Kazna so far.
Yep, and let's take a look at the lineups already for the next round, which is going to be on Ruinberg here, Mojo. Any surprises?
Oh, Ruinberg, best rest map ever to watch. At least there is no RT, so Kazna in defense, fairly normal lineup. We've seen even them play more than once, 54 light to control the red line, Grille to try to do some initial shot on anyone. And we have from the Wild Bunch an E3, so that's a new one, Object 140 and Ru.
I guess they're going to put A3, A6?
I guess Ru will spot the middle and they will try to snipe a bit and then decide where to go. But E3 kind of has written all over himself going to the upper cap.
Really?
Mid and up then. What will you do later?
I mean,
it's easily flanked.
You don't think they'll put him in the middle roads?
Yeah, but if you put him in the middle, he will like attract some damage, but it's easily flanked.
I know, but their lineup could be an A-line rush, but will that work?
It's really risky, and we've seen a lot of team fail. I mean, that's what I want to say. E3, yeah, it's really hard armor and everything, but even in that middle, he's not safe. It has to be a huge follow-up by the remainder of the team. So unless that Ru and 3 Bachats and I7 really and Object 140 don't really play ultra aggressive there, what will he do? Still, if they leave him alone, single Bachat can just go take a shot and flank him and kill him. What then?
Indeed. I mean, we're going to have to see. And the 140, I think I'm going to be using that one for the window.
I mean, honestly, 62 is even better because of the harder turret. So 140 is much better for me to be kept behind.
Well, we're going to have to see if the Wild Bunch can pick up their first round here as we move into Ruinberg. So here we go, Mojo. The Wild Bunch are going to have to go wild in this round. They're currently 2-0 against Kazna, Crew, and Mojo. It is not going to be the Northern Rush here.
Well, Dudolinho is doing the middle suicidal spot, as we already expected. Mr. Kella is doing some sniping and with E3 there. Dudu already picking up the first shell there. Nice shooting at Kazna, but look at this. This is really aggressive by him. He is going into them, and I am not sure will it really pay off.
Oh, just drags him. The Gorilla doesn't connect that shell, just drags Dudolinho. He's very lucky there to survive, but now there's Eurofish, the next challenger. Him and Stefan double tap him. That is Dudolinho. Goodbye, but Durs in return, he took a lot of damage for that.
Yeah, Durs got spotted, and he even got shot back by Ru. Like, what a humiliation there. But Fishy actually taking over this red line instead of Isne. They just left Isne to monitor on the other side of the map, and Fishy will do the role of anchor in that side here. That might actually work really well for Kazna, because now taking out in 1-1-3 from that position, that's really hard for Wild Bunch with the lineup they have.
Indeed, Mr. Kella trying to do some blind shots from the middle here. Doesn't actually see them, but so far the Wild Bunch hasn't taken any damage, but they've lost Dudolinho.
Yeah, but what's the follow-up now of this? I mean, Dudo dying like that? These mediums withdrew immediately now, and their options are totally limited. Either they will rush on the upper side of the map, but Kazna will be already prepared for that, or they try to fake and come back here. But still, Kazna has the map under control now. They have really good positions. Whatever the Wild Bunch do, it will not end up well.
E3 just, you know, blinking in the sun here. Just washed him off straight out of the garage.
Wow, the rainbows and unicorns.
Alien now repositioning as well towards A7. There's a lot of defense here for Kazna. Isna does get spotted out. Spots Kiki Merkat in return. Doesn't take any damage, so good stuff there from Isna.
Lucky stuff also, because he might have taken a couple of hundred in the face. But he is a single shooter light, so he can afford a lot of things. Now the problem will be him spotting more there, because to cross to that little bush there is a little gap, so he will be spotted. And there you go, another rotation here coming in from the Wild Bunch, but as we already said, there was no reason for Fishy to move away from his position at a single and the slightest moment, because there is too the presence of Kazna on one cap is too big for them to need to rotate from anywhere. So this is a classic. A lot of tanks in the middle and some on the flank spotting, and then you adjust.
34 damage there from Haiba in his FE215B. Some more coming out from Haiba. Now onto the E3. Agorni taking some as well from Fishy in that 1-1-3. Agorni taking some more now from Haiba. Some good shots this round coming out from him. Mr. Kella takes some as well. And this is starting to look really bad. Agorni takes some more and a big hit onto Mr. Kella there from Durs in that grill. And the Wild Bunch here, Mojo, you said it. The rotation is not going to work out.
No, they're stuck now. Phenomenal will probably try suicidal push and maybe use Fish's corpse as a cover for him. We will see what amount of cover he gets from Kazna, guys. It does not look like Phenomenal will be that well on surviving. Oh, the low roll here. Fishy needs to just angle the tank best, so Phenomenal doesn't have a good cover.
Phenomenal still alive for now on 15 HP though. The shells coming in, not connecting so far. He might be alright in that one, but Mr. Kalla took a lot of foul there, not taking some as well. Haiba actually picks up Phenomenal after all. Alien now takes some as well, but look at the HP at Kazna on exactly 10,000 compared to the Wild Bunch mere 6,400 at this point, Mojo.
Someone today when you were casting asked why would people take an FV heavy in battles on Ruinberg. Well, that's why, guys, because this is one of the most precise guns in the game. He has great DPM, and you can just flush out the people that other people spot for you endlessly. It's really good tank for this map. Stefan is coming behind Mr. Kela and Valdir here.
Durs did take a big hit there. Now Kiki and Agorni are rotating. Stefan here will be coming from behind in his bat shot. And then goes some shells. There comes the first, and there goes Mr. Kala. Gets absolutely deleted. Goodbye. Off to be the scene, Mr. Kala. Now Alien pushing in towards Valdir as well. Kiki comes in to try and trade with Stefan there. Alien does not connect the shell, but Kiki takes so much in return. He's completely exposed towards the guns of Kazna crew. He actually goes down. Big mistakes there driving into his middle road. Alien is like, I'm not fighting with the C3.
It didn't look good when he was not penning his shells, but Wild Bunch is getting wrecked, shreked all over the place, and Isne will finish off Agorni.
Isne in the 1-on-1 with Agorni. Isne, can he do it? There we go. Isne picks up Agorni. Haiba picks up Eltre. Now Valdir in the E3, the last one standing, hiding. But hiding is not going to win him this game, as Elin is just like, yeah, Stefan, can you go?
Started going.
Whoa! Isne returning the favor for that other round. They're now blocking Alien actually. Isne there. Stefan picks it up. I just love how Isne is like shooting Alien in the back to make him move forwards and then blocking him. Whoa, Mojo. Wow.
Like he got really spanked him to move away. Well, easy game here again for Kazna. It didn't look like Wild Bunch has any idea what to do at the moment. And
well, they tried to rotate north. Isne spotted them, and then they went back south.
It didn't really look like some good plan.
No.
It looked more like a training exercise.
What was Dudolinho's plan? What was the goal there for Dudolinho?
One-man army?
A one-man army. Dudolinho leads himself. So you have 6 players from the Wild Bunch, and then you have Dudo. And Dudo just kind of does Dudolinho things. Then the other guys like kind of react to what he's doing.
They better react well, or it's like GG. What's your problem, guys? Why don't you do that?
Guys, I spotted all of them.
Yeah, where's the damage coming in? Dudo, but you know the buildings. What buildings? Shoot the buildings.
Well, so who's the first in stats?
Here?
Yep. I think it's Haiba or Durs, actually.
Haiba, maybe.
Haiba or Durs. One of those two. I'm going Haiba. No Val there.
We all close for 200.
We're close. I mean,
but
yeah.
we still suck.
You suck.
Shut up. You never guessed also.
I just got it right in the last round. And the round before.
That's called all glory. This is the present one. Well, Valdir Deer here doing some damage for the Wild Bunch, but honestly, most of it done pretty late. After the game was pretty much over, because look at this. Almost every single guy there is from Kazna. Haiba had really great sniping shots there, and Stefan while he was flanking. But then again, Stefan also did most of this damage when the game was over.
Indeed.
Also.
He's in there also doing some nice and some team damage on top of that. Encouraging Alien.
He needed it, look. He did no damage.
Not the greatest of games for Alien there.
No. Good thing I don't have him in fantasy team at the moment.
Neither do I. Don't trust him anymore.
No. Why are you slacking, Gillian? You were the #1 Pence's fan.
I love how Dudo, who was alive for 45 seconds, did as much damage as Ilian.
Oh yeah, that's rough. There we go. Dudo, the one-man army.
He's like, yo, fish, and then Stefan and your fish are like, yo.
Dudo is like Spawn. Well, Phenomenon trying to use the
This is
corpse
Mr. Kala,
of
just
Fishy.
3, 2, 1,
Oopsie.
bye.
You can see on the mini-map,
Why does Kiki drive into the middle road here? Like, he got shot by everybody.
you can see that Kiki was actually on the way to spot the back of Mr. Kela, so order was probably already given. But he
Yeah,
was
this
just late, and he was probably annoyed, and he just wanted to like revenge his teammate. But it didn't. Well,
Did Isna Amorak Ilian, or was he Amorak before?
I didn't see him Emrak before.
Maybe Isna Amoraked him.
With that HE shell in the back?
Was he not an HE shell? Or the 200 damage?
No, it was like 46, I think.
No, no, no.
Really?
It was 200.
Okay, I didn't see that.
Maybe even Amorak Ilian. Ilian Isna is now kicked from the team. We'll be seeing Deadzone make his first appearance here.
Well, luckily they live in a different country, so Ilian cannot travel and tell him some stuff.
But let's take a look at the lineups for our 4th round already. It's going quick here, Mojo. Could be over very soon.
Well, now we
Kazna.
have the Wild Bunch defending here, 2 FV heavies, a 62A and a 54 light. Well, light should be used to spot the red line, but N62A should be used to spot out the one cap, the one that's positioned in a city. But we never know. Maybe they have a different kind of plan. Kazna, all Frenchy out. That's total aggression. Usually played on 2 cap, straight into the building, straight to brawl, immediate damage. But against 2 FV heavies, it can go wrong in so many ways.
It could go wrong in a lot of ways, but there's always the potential for those autoloaders to focus very well if they all penetrate their shots.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. We'll see.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Now, what do you think is the play for Kazna? Little City?
I think they really cannot play anything else. I mean, how will you hold the cap with this? It's just not going to happen. They can put 250Bs in the cap and all budgets, but...
Well, let's find out as we move into the 4th round between these two. Kazna crew could put themselves onto match point here already. Where's the Wild Bunch going to mount the comeback mojo?
Kazna playing some peculiar shenanigans here. They're actually going from the lower side and only Stefan in the middle, but Ilian, he's not going with the rest of the team. Maybe he's mad after the last game.
So he sends the team one side and he'll go towards the other?
Yeah, I don't want to play with you guys. I'm just going to go my way.
Wow. I did it my way.
Let's see how well is Ilian's way, because he
already took
spotted
the
there
first
by
shot.
Agorni.
And the second.
Maybe he's trying to make them think that Kazna is not going and make them play the wrong foot there. But Kazna is approaching the F line and they will be shortly up in the buildings. And we need to see how will actually the Wild Bunch respond to that.
They are in the buildings now. Dudalino already taking a few shots here, taking even more shots actually as he goes down to 68 HP. That's a gun hit as well. They pick him up, but Isna trades a lot of damage in return there. It goes down to 351. Not sure if that was worth it. Actually goes down towards Kiki Mojo.
Wow, that's a big pounding there, and not the best of the trades, light for a tier 9, but still now they have all the bushes for themselves and they do need a reload and time, a breather time. Now, I don't know, this is really risky. Ooh,
But Valdir completely overexposing himself, takes 1.2k damage in less than 3 seconds there.
That's not the best play for him. Kazna will have time to reload now and maybe strike from another angle here. It would be a perfect time for them actually to rotate at least one butt shot around and check out what's going on the one cap, because if there is not anyone there, they can easily get shots in the back. Now, okay, we can know that because we can see the map, and Ilian is doing exactly that. So if his Sixth Sense doesn't trigger, he will probably attempt to go on that A7 position. And then those guys you see on a 5 line, those 2 red dots, L-Train and Mr. Kela, will be in a deep trouble.
Indeed, Ilian now slowly but surely starting to clear that northern area there. And like you said, Mojo, if he does find an opening, he will go for it. Seems like Fish will be his friend in this one.
Sidekick.
The culprit.
Well, Kazna is more or less controlling the map now because the Wild Bunch cannot really know what kind of rotation Kazna is doing. I mean, they are stuck in their upper corner of the map, but the corny is again spotting that one cap. So Kazna did not take any risk. in playing that kind of the game. So what will their next play be? Probably maybe triggering the cap with one guy and then trying to do side shots. Because those heavies down, they're pretty stuck. They cannot really overcommit.
And there is the chance here for the split we talk about more, Joe. If Fetso decides to reposition towards 6 line, he could shoot a Gorny in the side of the turret at one point. There's he gets spotted out here. But what is the plan here going to be for Kazna? What is the move? What is the final showdown?
In my eyes, one guy should go and trigger the cap. And then you need to provoke the reaction and clip out whoever comes first. And then run away in confusion and then do all over again.
You would have thought after all these years, Stefan would at least have removed the XD from his nickname.
Mate, X is a mark of the skillful players, you know that. And if you have an XD, it's like twice as much.
Haiba here might be taking the bush. That pure skill used against them, if you remember how Kazna got fully capped. But they have a nice crossfire setup here. I mean, Stefan, Eurofish, covering that middle area. Whoever decides to cross there is going to take one hell of a pounding. Now Elian repositioning probably back towards that 0 line to provide support towards Durs.
If you're wondering what we were laughing about, Kazna was playing, was it Rage Quit, I think? Or Rusty?
Da, Rage Quit.
And Rage Quit repeated one of their surprising tactics. They played 3 times in a row and actually did it to Kazna. So, yeah. Well, those things happen and some teams get kept easier than others. But it is as we said, the cap is triggered and now Wild Bunch is gathering up their forces because they know when the fight starts it's gonna be a pretty brutal one. They cannot go in there one by one.
Indeed, they cannot, but there's a lot of open ground here on the 0 line. Mr. Kell already takes one. That's from Fishy. Doesn't take a second so far. Fish 3 shells available. There's a lot of 0 line very open here for the boys from the Wild Bunch. Only really Durs in position there to do anything, but it does look like the play will be across the 5-6 line, and that could be very, very bad for them.
But thing is, actually Wild Bunch has no clue that there is a big opening on the 0 line. They don't know it, and they don't have anyone really who can commit and do something about it. Now there you go, there is a big reaction here. Mr. Kella is getting wrecked.
Mr. Kella already taking a lot of damage. Now Kiki Merkat is the next one. Elian does take one in return. Gorny got across and got to block the cap. But like we said, the 0 line is very open here. Durs, he's in trouble. He needs a friend at this point. But Kiki actually goes down towards Vesla, so nice shooting there. They do lose Durs, and it's still very even at this point. But I think the Wild Bunch got a little bit better out of this one, especially seeing Haiba, he's Amorakt.
They threw away Durs like he was a coyote. My dear friend I sent to scout whenever is needed. But Stefan is getting a lot of damage upon himself, pushing that middle line.
Yeah, trying to push the middle here, but Valdir, he's still in a position to cover that. You can see he almost has reload available, and he will be removing somebody off the map. Valdir now comes off of reload. He hits Eurofish. Look at the damage he's taken. He can still do a lot of 2 L-Train though, but Agorni in the meantime picks up Elian Fish. Does he have the shells to pick up L-Train? It doesn't look like it, as he's now on reload. Agorni now picks up Stefan as well. And the overcommitment here from Kazna costing them dearly in this round.
This is pretty much GG because Vetso is left alone against all of these people, and Phenomenal is on 100% of HP and defending. Agorni is more or less safe here.
And Agorni picks up another one.
Yeah, Agorni was really crucial there. He actually managed to survive on 113 HP. Elian's clip. Ooh. And there we go.
Vetso doesn't penetrate the last shell. Now Phenomenal comes across the corner. Agorni again picking up the final kill there, making it 3-1 now. Still in favor of Kazna, but the overcommitment there towards the later stages of the round.
Well, it's still a Ruinberg, and it's still an attack.
But they didn't have to rush like that.
No, they lost too much HP in one point when they started to press the middle with Stefan, and they got pretty much annihilated there. Also, Durs fell. Well, it was a trade.
It's what we talked about. It's like the 0 line was very open. Very, very.
If there was like one guy behind him.
I don't like Elian's position there in that window in the bad shot.
No.
It would have been better in 0 line.
If he was on 0 line and covering Durs, he would do entire clip and probably another one right after that.
Yeah, because he would never be spotted.
Also, if Mr. Kella and other heavy try to push around the corner from that 0 line, you actually have angles and you can shoot them easy. And you cannot get spotted because there's too much bushes.
It's not like they were going to cross anyways. I mean, they pushed the Gorny across. Now, Mojo, who do you think is first in stats?
On this one?
Da.
Давай. Ooh,
Come on,
50V. Phenomenal, maybe? No.
Phenomenal. I think Valdir.
Let's see. But no, not even close for me.
Valdir's not even on the first page.
Well, Agorni actually did it, so it's okay. He played really ultra aggressive, so I guess he deserves to get a cookie for this one.
I'm just annoyed. Just annoyed, Mojo.
Just
I thought
gonna-
Valdir landed some nice shells, but apparently he didn't.
I really didn't see him land more than like 1 or 2.
But Isna took so much damage, so I figured he took one there. Like he landed one on Isna. I figured he landed one on Stefan and landed one on Fish at the very least. Which he
Well, obviously not.
oh yeah, thanks Mojo. Didn't figure that one out by myself.
But he did pick up 2 kills, so that's okay.
No, it's not. Let's take a look at the highlights. Mojo, no. Damage is all that matters. This is Dudo. Like, goodbye. Isna really didn't have to commit here. Like, that's the first mistake. I think they would have killed Dudo Linio no matter what, and he really just died.
They had his turret from another
yeah.
angle.
So I don't think they should have committed here. Ilian loses the 1v1 with a Gorny.
Fishy didn't pen the last shell here, but it wouldn't change
Wouldn't
anything.
change anything.
It was already over.
Indeed.
And this is just torturing Veto to death.
Yep. And the Gorny picks up like 4 kills in that round.
And
4 or
Valdir
5.
too. It's nice division between them. Who picked up the last? Didn't see. Like-
Gorny got the last kill. But Mojo, we already have the lineups ready for our next round here between these two on mines. Mains round.
Well, not the best map for the Wild Bunch. They've been getting slapped here all over the place lately. I mean, when they played Kazna in their first match, if you remember, when they won them 5-2, they actually annihilated Kazna here on mines. So it might be a reason why we are seeing it now. So Wild Bunch playing with artillery, pretty decent setup there. Normal one we've seen by many teams. On the other hand, Kazna playing really aggressive there with the Skoda T50 and T10.
And Isna is not in the T49. What is happening?
Wow.
Well-
Isna is on T50. Let's see how it goes.
Mojo, don't spoiler as we move into the 5th round between these two, the Wild Bunch versus Kazna crew on mines. So here we have it, the Wild Bunch on the offense, Kazna crew on the defense, currently 3-2-1 in favor of Kazna crew here, Mojo.
Well, Kazna pressing really aggressive toward the hill. I mean, with this kind of setup, you do want to do that. And it's only the matter of what kind of positioning will the Wild Bunch take. Because they're playing with Arti, it's much harder for them to deal with any kind of the pressure. They need to do a gradual approach, maybe chip off some damage from Kazna, and then press them.
Look at the positions here from the Wild Bunch. Very, 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 very passive, Mojo.
Traps, traps, minefields, traps, traps, traps.
There's no reason. Oof, Haiba. But it takes a big shot there. Probably from Marty. Taking a big one. Yes,
Yeah,
it
must
is
be
Artie.
Artie. Must be Artie
else?
because Kiki cannot do that amount of damage there.
Haiba takes another shot here.
That's from Kiki.
That one was from Kiki, indeed. Now,
Well, Haiba spotted that they're not pushing the K line. I mean the 1 line.
yeah. I mean, you always have to be with the Wild Bunch for that.
Mission success, 1k HP less.
Indeed.
Wow, it rhymes.
Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Fired. Fired, fired, fired. Now,
Come on,
Haiba.
I just noticed it. It was not even intentional.
No, we're not talking about that. Now, Haiba repositions. Already lost a lot of HP there in the beginning. Maybe not worth it. But now, what is the play here for the Wild Bunch? Because obviously, they don't have the hill. You did
Well-
put Dudo in E1? Because he could make it there.
Usual play is to press and maybe place already someone on that A8, A9 position so you can fan out people from the hill, but I cannot do it because Kazna is already controlling the village. Other approach is to push the middle in one moment, but to do that you need to chip off some HP of Kazna. Okay, they done some damage to Haiba, but he's not really a crucial figure here in this game. The Clippers are. So unless Kazna loses HP on people like Ilian or Durs or someone like that, that's gonna be a problem. Like we've seen Kazna lose mines like this recently.
Against Gohard, actually.
Yeah, because they lost HP on crucial mediums.
Yep.
And when the push came, they actually couldn't hold them out.
Indeed, they had the hill. Cohort came for the hill, took the hill, pushed them off the hill, dominated the hill.
Yes, dominated the game.
Fishy. Come on, Fish. You know how to do it. Fish.
Almost.
Mate, come on. That is really easy. You know what you do there? You turn right when you get to the rock, and then once your track hits the green, like he turns right here, right, and then you just turn left there. It's like the simplest thing in the world. I think you can do it in a mouse.
I don't know, mate. I'm looking forward to see a video from you doing it in a mouse.
Didn't say I'll do it. I'd say I think.
Challenged.
Nope.
You're
Nope.
not taking a challenge?
No.
Why did you say it then? To troll him more? Come on.
Because of
Going
reasons.
down hard on Fishy like that?
He's going down that hill rather quickly by himself.
Yeah, true that. Well, Dudo is trying to do some damage there. And there is sporadic fire here coming from the Wild Bunch, so good for them. But still really slow play. And we are 3.5 minutes into the game without any radical movements whatsoever. Kazna has all the tactical positions, and if they can avoid getting chipped so much, they will be fine. But there we go. There is another kind of movement here. Wild Bunch chose to play the water.
Indeed, the Wild Bunch here, they've played 1-2 line a lot in their Mayans career, and they're going to do it once more, Mojo. Once more.
I am pleasantly surprised. I just noticed that L-Train had a crew member damaged.
And he had a medkit.
Yes. You remember, at the start of the season, no one was using medkits, and everyone was losing commanders, gunners all the time, and I think everyone just got sick and tired of it.
Yeah, but now Cap has started. Agoni actually got down. That one line pretty much unscathed there for free. Now Mr. Kella will be on the Cap, and we talked about it. Isn't it does not have the T49 here, so resetting, it's going to be difficult, actually.
Resetting is actually quite a big issue at the moment, especially since Agorni is down there.
And
So
Haiba
they
took
will
so
have-
much.
Yeah, and Haiba took so much damage, so even having Arti now as a, you could say, player less, will not really destroy the Wild Bunch so much. But phenomenal getting this damage will.
Normal taking a lot of damage here, taking even more, getting called out down to 17 HP. Vetso picks it up, now Stefan will be going for the climb here. He gets up, he spots Dudelinho. Dudelinho misses, Stefan misses the first, should be able to connect it on the second. As he does, Durst will be the one to pick it up. And what started good for the Wild Bunch with Phenomenal's position turned really bad.
Usually people actually, I've seen lately, they keep even 2 mediums there to hold off the attackers, and that works. But having an Arti, the Wild Bunch was not in position to do something like that. And Phenomenal, honestly, just misplayed too much there. Now this is really looking good for Kazna now, because they have all the angles they want now to reset and to dominate the map, and Wild Bunch is just stuck in the middle of them.
Stefan was actually the one to reset that base. Now Eltrin takes some more in his TVP. It's not what you want. Stefan now on reload. But look at the... Actually, the HP is very even. Look at the guns.
Doesn't
Kazna's up by
matter.
2.
Kazna has now the positions. They have 7 people. Wild Bunch has to choose one side and push. But which side? Because the hill is dominated by Kazna. They
The
can
mountain.
just turn easily. The Belgian mountain.
It's the biggest mountain we got in Belgium.
You stole it from the sea, right?
Yes, don't be mad. Don't be jealous.
Mate, we have mountains to export. Too many of them.
But still, the HP is very even here. But a lot of that is on those big, hefty 1-1-3s that can really not rotate anywhere. It's going to be difficult for them to make a correct play here. Kiki and Eltrin really stuck in that 1-2. A nice shot there from Stefan onto Val there. What do the Wild Bunch do, Mojo? What do they do?
Talk about the next game.
Wow. Well, it'll be the last chance they have as well.
Exactly, because this one, coming out of this one, would require really serious misplay by Kazna, a lot of bad shooting. We've seen it happen,
Well,
don't say it
Kazna.
again. We've seen it happen, but now rotating for the Wild Bunch, they would be spotted by Stefan or Isne, and there is a lot of guys on the center mountain monitoring. They can just turn left and right as they please.
Oh, they're here. Makes a blind shot against Stefan. Doesn't connect that one. Durst takes one in return. On the other side there, but Eden on top of that TVP, landing 2 cheeky shells there on the back of Mr. Keller.
Cheeky shells.
Sneaky breaky.
So, Wild Bunch is getting pretty much shreked here, and well, it's gonna be a bit of pain coming in now in next minute, because they are going to try something finally, of course. But honestly, the odds are something that even gamblers would
May the
take.
odds be ever in your favor. As Stefan lands another shell on Mr. Kella and doesn't take anything in return so far. And he pushes Dudolino's wreck off the cliff. There we go.
Well, the mediums from the Wild Bunch are gathering here on the island, so it will be the final push for them. And it doesn't look like Kazna is aware of their movement at the moment.
They are now, though, as Kiki gets spotted out of Gorny as well. Take a look at the damage being taken by Kiki. Even hits a rock on his way out as they lose Elchain already. Stefan is now on off reload as well. Gorny goes down. Kiki will be the next one. And Mojo, that's not good for the Wild Bunch.
Understatement even to say something
And
like that.
I'm wrecked, Mr. Kella, as well, to add on top of the pain here. Valdi now the last one standing, and there comes the Wolfpack. He's on fire, and he goes down. Mr. Kella getting Amorag there just to make it a little bit more spectacular,
Man, that
Mojo.
Amorek there, that was not salt in a wound, that was salt in an eye. Just to, you know, make it even worse.
Feels bad, man.
Well, for Kazna it's good, it's 4-1. It's not really a match that matters to any of them that much.
No, but they want to win it after they lost against Go Hard like that.
Yeah,
I mean, they have to win it.
everyone wants to recover a bit. And still, there is some money involved there, but as far as I remember, the only placement is actually after the online playoffs, right? So even that is
I'm not sure. I would have to ask.
I think it's like that, but
I'm
we will
not
actually
league
check
ops,
it for
you know.
tomorrow. We'll check it for tomorrow, so we know.
I'm just a caster.
Okay. Okay. Every time you don't like something, don't know something, just like, oh, no,
I'm just a caster. You know.
Okay. So here we are on match point here for Kazna. They are in a really dominant position, but at the moment they have to attack on mines. Not really the strongest feat always, but lately we've seen a lot of teams actually take over that.
Mojo? First in stats.
Stefan?
Elin.
Let's see. Ah, god damn it again!
What do we say?
I don't know, you hit some microphone there in here?
Huh?
You hit some hidden microphone there in here?
What do you mean?
You get secret whispers.
Secret whispers?
Yeah, for sure.
Why are you jealous?
I'm just jelly.
It's okay, Mojo. We forgive you because, you know, we have to respect old people.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna kick my crystal ball and I hope I will hit you with it. Well,
Looking forward to seeing you try. Make sure you don't hurt your feet in the process.
mate, yeah, at least you're big enough target.
I'm pretty sure you could still miss. I want to see you do it without your glasses on, though.
Well, that would not be fair.
Let's take a look at the highlights, Mojo, as you figure out how to hit your crystal ball. This was, like, phenomenal here. I really don't understand this positioning.
Well, I know he wanted to spot and everything, but allowing himself to get spotted back,
And
that was the problem.
This was, yeah.
This was already the game over part.
So, Mr. Kella here, does he get straight Amorak? Yeah, just straight Amorak. That was beautiful.
Just
4-2.
Just a bad game for the Wild Bunch at the moment, 4-1. And I'm gonna kill someone in production.
Why?
Because they're sending some secret messages here. Well, let's see the lineups for the next map.
Let's take a look at the lineups, Mojo, as I try to figure out what you mean exactly.
The Wild Bunch is playing with M40 here. And 2 1-1-3s, so they can place one below the hill and one in the base, I guess. And Kazna playing with Arti here in attack. Not something usual for them.
Both teams here going with Artie, Mojo. The Artie duel. Who's going to win it?
I don't know. Will Dudo get chased? Or whoever will play the Arti for Kazna, will they chase him? Because he usually goes in a corner. They never stand him on K4. That's something like really weird that Wild Bunch does every time in a corner with Arti.
Mojo, do you believe?
You're asking me that every day, mate.
Do you believe? I need you to believe, Mojo. And the odds of the Wild Bunch, they can still do it, Mojo. They just need to pick up 4 rounds in a row. Actually, it's only 4. They can do it. Why not?
Ducky,
Yeah.
I'm not converted. I'm infidel.
I will make you believe by the end of this broadcast. I will make you a believer even if you want to.
No way.
Do you know what a believer is?
What believer is?
Oh, much I'll tell you. We'll go into game first, the 6th round between these two here. Kazna currently 4-1 over the Wild Bunch. Kazna on the offense, Wild Bunch on the defense. And Mojo, a believer, is a Justin Bieber fan.
Oh. No, too painful. Not imagining. You know, when I was in first DreamHack, there was a ball that some girls had, and it said like, for every money you put here, a Justin Bieber fan dies, and it was so full you couldn't even put any more money in.
That's mean.
Yeah, so rude. I tried to put some money in. But there we go, Mr. Kela going below the hill, and Valdir taking offensive position there on G4.
I like how you say, Dudolino is always in the corner.
And there we go, first time.
As he's not in the corner. It looks like Stefan's already going for the climb.
But this is the first time that actually Wild Bunch is playing so aggressively on this side. They're completely abandoning everything else, and they're not even attempting to boost anyone. I mean, last time they did it, didn't go so well.
It's a very smooth climb here for Stefan, and he's already up. And I'm not sure if the Wild Bunch is going to count on him being up so early.
I mean,
but there, he got spotted.
Stefan usually performs the boost really well. We didn't see him fail that much as other guys. Actually, almost never.
Dudo going for the one shot.
Let's see. Kusok Dudulinho.
Kusok Dudulinho. Dudo is aiming. I don't know if he has a shot on him.
Did he even saw the Kusok shot? I wonder.
I saw it.
May the of Charku be with you, Dudulinho.
Dudulinho fired.
No one shot coming in.
Connect that one.
Well, what we're referring in a Russian league, there was a scene where one butshot got spotted on that mountain, but Kusok, one of the former Kusok, one of the former Virtus guys that now plays in Carpe Diem team, actually saw a tree break behind that butshot, so he knew there is another guy there, and he blind fired and he killed the guy on 100% HP, which was pretty ridiculous and really good highlight.
Ooh, Dido getting spotted. Didolino, he goes down actually towards Eurofish. So no Kusok shenanigans here, Mojo, as he is deaded.
Maybe he should have stayed in that
and now
corner.
Isne.
Now Isne is wrecking them, and there is no one to trace
and
Isne.
Ilian is wrecking Gorny, who's trying to run. Oh, the Wild Bunch. This is not good. Now somebody will proxy spot Kela, and I think Kela is going to be in a lot of trouble here.
It's going to be a painful time for Wild Bunch, but again, Kazna doesn't seem like they're in a rush anywhere. They're just going to chip them away slowly, so they make a couple of thousand HP advantage before they push, because, you know, stuff happens on mines, and Kazna already did it several times.
Kela is getting completely wrecked from behind. Stefan already crossed over. He goes down. Kazna is not showing any mercy at this point as a Gorny. He gets tracked, he gets held. Eurofish picks him up. 3 tanks down already, and Kazna crew has taken 2 shots in this round.
Dude, you know what this reminds me on? You know that? Piñata! Like, they're just bashing them all over the place.
Feels bad, man.
Feels now bad if you're in Wild Bunch team for sure, mate.
Ooh, Kiki takes the bounce there from Ilian, but now he gets tracked on fire, gets removed as he thought it might be a good play, but now 3 tanks standing for the Wild Bunch, and Kazna crew, they've come in with a vengeance, and they're not letting the Wild Bunch pick up anything. Now Durst pushing down as well, Mojo. Do you believe?
I believe in piñatas, mate. There's no way out of this one.
L-Train trying to do what he can over here, but yeah, probably won't be enough, as now Valdir did land the shot against Vedso, but Isne repositioned to hit him as well. There comes Ilian off the mountain. He goes and an ammo rack onto Valdir. If it can't go any worse, it can. And Stefan picks the phenomenal.
Seriously, enough with ammo racks.
One shots L-Train. I think that was like 1.1 KHP. Isne removed him off. That was a great round.
How many ammo racks was in these mines? I mean, just in this game we saw 2 in the last one.